With no guilt, shame, fear, or malice in my heart, I make this post. I want to talk about what it's like when you're trying to break the stronghold of being both predator and or prey. The spirit of lust, spirit of abandonment, codependency. Straight up from the horse's mouth. Real shit. Some things happened to me during my childhood. And again, this is not an excuse. This is just a timeline of events. So some things happened in my childhood for about time I was 4 to 12 or 13 years old. But somewhere around the age of 9, the things that were happening to me, I initiated with another child. And during that time, I chose to remain prey. I never wanted to see the look of fear that was in my eyes when it was happening to me happen to anybody else. So I chose to stay prey until I became conscious of the patterns at 30. Now, why am I making this? Because I'm free. And I hope that it frees my cousins that cause harm to me. I hope it frees the individual that I cause harm to in childhood and adulthood. I hope it frees the principal who caused harm to myself and dozens of other individuals during his career as a principal and science teacher and all the things. Because I have inner and overstanding of the spectrum of both predator and prey because of those experiences. Let's go. So this journey that led to the choice that I made at 9 to not cause harm was because I ended up dipping and dabbling into spirituality. Just to find out why I was hearing and feeling and sensing all these things beyond my physical 5 senses. And it led me to individuals whose whole MO was to eat. I didn't know that I was a bleeding, wounded baby deer surrounded by sharks. And you can't blame the shark because that's their nature, you know. But life will teach you. Now, what led to this stream of consciousness are a series of videos I post at the end of this while I was dancing. It clicked. I'm like, oh my God, I understand why individuals preyed on me. And, I'm just existing, frolicking, doing my own thing, completely bleeding. And when I say bleeding, I mean like open. My sacral chakra was just open and just anybody could plug in at that time. I was very undisciplined with my sexual body, my physical body, my sexual energy, just giving it out. You know what I'm saying? Unconscious wounding patterns, right? So the spiritual community, if you will, and certain occultists taught me the hard and long way the importance of protecting myself. This is not to excuse them or myself, just stating what happened. So in choosing to stay small, to stay the prey, and not finding the balance between the two, I just stayed in this perpetual loop of victimhood. I just couldn't understand why me. I don't know. It's men ain't shit, women ain't shit. Everybody just wants from me like you're a buffet. To codependent vampires, okay, unethical vampires. Like you're a fucking buffet. Get up, right? And then somewhere around 35, 36, I met another baby deer, unconsciously, a baby deer that I had to have. Now, I was in the middle of transitioning from one cohabitation relationship that had ended, transitioning into another. However, how we met, and I didn't even see myself as a teacher at that time, but how we met and things unfolded, looking back, I was in the position of the teacher. So she would have been a pupil. So I unconsciously repeated what happened with me with the principal in my adult life. And so the thing that attracted me most was her openness to say that she was a fucking shark. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was courageous, and I was like, I need that. And she was wounded too. She needed guidance. So it was a fair exchange, no robbery, right? Well, one of my teachers during that time, which has been a consistent theme, I didn't realize she was a shark. The teacher or mentor that I had prior to her, I didn't realize he was a whole warlock. Like I was so in my pain and victim body, I didn't realize that I was still attracting the principal. And all these people I was going to teach me, yeah. So I said all that to say, sometimes you got to admit, like, wait a minute, I'm still operating from whatever space, victim, predator, prey. I need to step back, period. Now, what the spiritual community or occultists have taught me is that sometimes when people haven't met the predator within themselves, they'll do things behind the scenes to take things from you and draw from you. But in the light, in your face, it's all peace, it's all love, it's all smiles. But behind the scene, it's like, no, I need that. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that, to manipulate even the elements, your mind, all the things. If you are not well versed, if you are not cleansing, clearing, protecting, and sealing your chakras, you're leaking energy where they can just plug into you. Some of them will even go so far to unalive the relationships and connections around you, manipulate them to not fuck with you. Like, this shit is real. It's real. Now, what Christ consciousness has taught me is that energy is the same energy, just the other end of the spectrum when it comes to whether it's lust or fear or love or hate or whatever. It mimics the other, right? It's still a powerful force, and you can create your reality from either end of said spectrum. But you have to consciously choose and will your existence, will circumstances into existence, into your favor, whether it's malevolent or benevolent. Okay? Even that's perspective. But you can free yourself, but you really gotta get honest. And this is for people who are, whether you're a teacher, you're clergy, mentors, whatever, when it comes to that hierarchy and pupil, you have to confess and admit, like, no, seriously, I'm dealing with some shit that is beyond my current level of comprehension and understanding. Like, you really and truly got to get naked with God consciousness, yourself, your higher, like, and bare your soul and reach out to somebody that knows what you're dealing with. Because a lot of this shit, it ain't even just the 3D physical. We really dealing with other forces, unseen forces that use human vessels to do their will and their bidding. That's why I chose at 9. Like, no, I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I can hear you, I can feel you, but you cannot use me. I'll be prey. I'll let you eat me before I eat somebody else, before I do any of that shit. You gotta fucking choose, my nigga. So I said all that to say this. If you one of them ones and you dealing with some shit, I don't give a fuck what it is, but you trying to break free of that stronghold, consider booking a chat with me, man. Like, real shit. Because if you don't get that shit out of you, you gonna hurt somebody, even if it's your goddamn self. And I don't even mean to, like, really, I ain't really speaking it over your life. I'm telling you based on my experiences and observations of that energy moving through other people. It's very fucking destructive. You either implode or explode. So hit that link in my bio. Let's schedule something, man. Get free. Choose recovery. You got this.